Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Redundancy back again, also known as CR. As you can tell on the screen here, and this is more digital creation mode with me here. Remember, if you enjoy what you see, hit me on a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, feel free to hit that little red thing and change that to gray and subscribe, because clearly, and of course, CR's in those words. So basically, I'm going to be making a new Create a Better Future starting today kind of element thumbnail. Something I can use later in videos for a thumbnail or even for as part of the live stream. And I'm going to be making that in Photopedia here. Photopedia is available at photopedia.com. It is available for free, but if you have an account, then well, you can have an account. But basically, Photopedia is free. It's ad supported, but if you have an account, then there's no ads and you get twice as many history amounts. So basically here now, let me open it up, new project here. I already have the earth thing in there, as you can see. I've already set this up for 1280 by 720. Now I'm gonna find a little earth image I can use here. Let's just scroll down. I'm just looking for something that I can use. Something that's out of this world. Keep looking here. Something that can work here. Let's just scroll down here. Let's see what I got here. Yeah, see right here. I like this one right here. I'll use this one right here. No, need this excess text stuff. Won't need that. Won't need that from part of the template. Now I'm gonna be putting the text on the right side of the script. So I'm gonna mirror this image here and kind of flip it horizontally. First of all, I'm gonna have to rasterize it. Go over to edit, transform, flip horizontally. Now, since I have not saved this yet, I'm going to save as a PSD file here. And I'll name it Create Better Future Earth version. Let's save it as a PSD file. Select yes in there to confirm that. So now that's flipped. Now, what I want to do is kind of blur out the space and have the Earth, the planet, more in focus. Especially since I'm going to be putting text right about. Since I'm going to be putting text right about right here, give or take. Somewhere around right there will be where the text is needed. So what I'm going to do here is duplicate, copy the layer on the one below, work on this copy. Let me zoom in a little here. Now I'm going to isolate that out. But what I'm going to do here is, let's try the magnetic lasso. Let's see if this one works. There's a couple of ways to make selections and stuff like that, but I'll try this first. Yeah, see, it's not. Yeah, see, that's too rough. I don't want that. So I'm gonna do it that way. Zoom back out here. Instead of using that, I'm just gonna use the ellipse select. Let's try to make something that'll relatively the same as much as possible. The closer I get, the less work I have to do later. Let me zoom in here. So it's not quite You can see down here on the sides and not near the top right hand corner and near the middle left side. So that's okay. That's okay. So I'm gonna hit Control Shift I to inverse my selection. I'm hiding that background layer and hitting Control X to cut. As you can see, I removed that part of the space in this kind of Earth and space sun kind of picture that I found as a template to use. Press and then press Control D to deselect everything. Zoom in here. Now I'm gonna come back in and clean this up a bit because also I probably don't need that. Although I want to preserve like areas like right here, right there, and stuff like that. Because that's still part of the Earth, and I want it more gradual. Because the atmosphere usually just gradually gets less and less, and then you get into outer space. So what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna duplicate this layer just so, just in case. I don't need to, but I'll just do it. And I hit E for eraser tool. That'll bring me a brush. And turn on the hardness all the way down. Turn on my brush size just move some of this out. The hardness is basically like feathering. Remove more of the space in space. I'll zoom this back up. That'll be alright, I think. Yeah, that'll be alright, I think. So I'm gonna select the layer 1 there, just remove that one, rename layer 1 copy to the background now. I'll make a copy of it, just in case, before I do anything. Just so I have something to revert back to if necessary. Rename that to space, the copy, show it, as you can see there, select it, and then apply a blur to it. Let's say Gaussian blur. Yeah, 10 pixels is good. Without with the blur, with the Gaussian blur, hit OK to approve that. Control plus to zoom in. That's not too bad. Also, press Control S to save. Always save your work. Most important thing when you're editing, always save your work. Make some copies if you feel it's necessary, especially if you're doing something a lot more, not just complicated, but you got several, let's say 10, 20 layers in there. This applies for video or audio too, if you're doing music or whatever. Try to save your work. Just in case. That's not too bad. Now, if I show the original here, I want some of the stars to show in the background. Not too many though. Not too many. So I'm gonna make a copy of the background here. fill that layer above the space, in between Earth and space. Show that space layer here. Right click on here, blending options. Let's see. Somewhere where I can start seeing the stars in the background a little bit. Not multiply. Yeah, hopefully it's not doing it. Yeah, that's not too bad actually. Color dodge. Let's see what screen does. Just so you barely notice those little dots. Obviously, without or all the way down, showing all the stars. It's somewhere in between. Yeah, well, right there. And zoom out here, so you could still kind of see all of it. So let me just show you guys the original. Let's put blurred out space. We'll show a little bit of stars. Now the Earth's in focus. I'm gonna rename the background copy into stars. Let's zoom back in. Control S to save. Saving. Pan this to the side here. Add a new layer right here. Also top to the top or the foreground. Rename that as to create better. Might create better future starting to date text. Hit T on the keyboard shortcut for type tool. Select that in there. Right about right there. I'm not type that in. Create a better feature starting today. Period. Move the text over. Select that. Select all. Increase that font size. What I'm gonna do here is I should see what kind of font should I use. Something futuristic. I don't know. There's a lot to choose from. Clearly, I want it a little bit noticeable, cool looking, but legible. Metro. I don't mind Metro. Need to reduce the font size though. It's about here. I'm gonna edit the text just a little here. Select all the text. Select all. Now I can increase the font size a little. I'm doing all this stuff before I commit anything else. I might have to adjust that there. Something about right there. I'm gonna do here, which I probably should have did earlier. And under view, bring the rulers in. We can actually use try to get that somewhere here. The idea was, I don't want it right there. Yeah, okay, I'm all right with that. So now right click on the layer here. I'm gonna change that. The text color, real quick here. Color overlay. And let's pick a nice color here. Nice bright color. Something that will contrast the space color behind it. So I'll choose kind of more opposite color. Okay, I think I'll go with that. Commit to that. Do I want to add something in here? I can add a glow in there or something like an outline or something like that. If I really wanted to change it to normal here. Well, that's not too bad. Not too bad. I think I'll commit to that. Let me just show that. There's that part right there. Save my work, like usual. I don't like how that's going. Now, what I have to do here, and once I do this, the text won't be editable anymore, but I will be able to do other things. Just rasterize the layer. Rasterize. What I'm gonna do here is change that CR in there. Oh, rectangular selection. Let me zoom in here. Zoom in a little bit more here. Kind of try to isolate that one part here. Yeah, see, I'm missing something right there, so I'm gonna have to selection Q. I'm gonna add to this mask. So press B, paint that in. Now that's in there. Control X. Oops, not Control X, because I had to invert the selection. Control Shift I to invert the selection. Control X, cut. Beware. Paste that in. Let's see. And now it's awfully white. That's alright. I can change that back. Put that color back in there. Now that'll be a separate layer. Click on that, change the name, go to CR. Now that's a separate layer here. So I can move this around, do whatever I want now. Select that. Let's see what I can do here. I'm gonna go over to image. I mean, not image, edit, transform, and then warp it here. Let's see there. I'll commit to that. Hit enter. There's a selection there, so I'll Press Control plus D to unselect that or deselect it. Oh, that's alright, that's alright. Put that to the bottom for now. Control S to save it. Now what I'm going to do here is, well, see, I can show you, actually I'll show you guys. It's kind of cool. So, but I'm probably not going to do it. I could do the perspective thing on the air, rest of this create a better feature string today if I really wanted to. And kind of, if I wanted to, perspective. Do this kind of cool effects. Almost like, well, I know what you guys are thinking. Something else that has stars in it. Yeah, yeah, right? I could do something like that if I wanted to. Actually, I'm actually commit to this. It's because it looks kind of cool. Still legible as far as it goes. Yeah, I kind of like how that's going. It's kind of like how that's going. Select the CR there. And also I'll do this perspective thing on it too. Yeah, see, that's a little too much. So I'll hit escape to not commit to the warp or perspective change. Well, let me just zoom out here. It's not too bad. See that you can see there's a little bit of right here. I don't know how to remove that. Surprised I didn't notice that earlier. And sometimes you don't notice things later, so I'm gonna have to remove that part out. So just not lasso it. Control T, I mean Control X to cut that out. And there's still a little part in there. E for eraser. Turn on the brush size a little. Move that out just a tad there. Let's zoom in here. Just so that all this stuff's a little bit easier to read. I'm gonna adjust that just a tad here. Zoom back out here. Yeah, that's not too bad actually. That's not too bad whatsoever. I'm gonna change that CR layer just a tad here. Zoom in here. This right here. Not a big fan of it. So I'm just gonna take my selection tool, rectangular selection, It's kind of, yeah, let's go right there. Move that. That's alright. Blending options. Not add outer shadow on that. Well, actually, outer glow, but it's still be a shadow. Get to that. That's not too bad, actually. I think I can move the CR up just a tad here. So it looks more like part of the, no. Yeah, right up there. Get to that. Yeah, that way you don't think it says CRA, and actually the CR is part of the crate because it's on the same horizontal axis, I guess. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Save my work here like usual. Yeah, yeah, I kind of like this. I think I'll, when we save my work, I'll export this out as a final image here that I can use later on. So save that right there. Now I have a save file right here. Not too bad. Not too bad. So I might clean up the layers and stuff like that. Relatively, it's what I want. That should be good. What I'm going to do here is exit out of my window capture here for a moment. Bring on this, my looping CR, well, wavy CR with a heart. And like always, if you're enjoying what you see, maybe I'll want a big thumbs up. And feel free to hit that red button and change it to gray and subscribe. CR, well, subscribe and CR in it. Honestly, I'm gonna actually bring the image in here so you guys can actually see it here. Add that in so you can actually see it, what it looks like. So that's how it looks like. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I kind of like it. It's readable. A lot of contrast, still darker than blues in there. You know, usually yellow means like brightness, smiling or happy, so something like that. So I appreciate everyone dropping by to watch this video, and you'll see this. Well, honestly, you all can create a better future starting today. And remember, everyone, as our world changes, we can adapt to skill and knowledge, get better with practice. Can't help everyone out there, but one can help someone out there. Till the next video, create a better future starting today. I'll catch you all next time. Take care, everyone.